Well, yeah, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Right.
So.
Anybody online? Is there anyone
No one.
Just to be aware of.
Yep.
All right, so why don't we go to item B, minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the attached minutes? Look at that, of November 15th, 2023, our last meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. Motion.
Second. Hold on a second. Let me just
remember.
Yeah, exactly.
I think right ahead of slide. Because the last one we couldn't because there was no quorum.
Yes, that's what it was. Yep. So should I do it actually for the 19th?
Yeah, we should. Well, we don't have those minutes. Because attached.
I can pull them up.
You want to do it that way?
Yeah, then you get both of them. So it looks like we didn't approve the minutes last time.
Well, hold on.
Because we didn't have quorum.
Well, okay, well, let's do this one, Wendy. Are you okay? Any discussion on the 15?
I'm good.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. So can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the July 19th, 2023 meeting? Motion. You want a second? All right, so let's see what we got here, if there's anything. Oh, we were late on this one, 2409.
Looks like we just updated the
website. Yeah. All right, any other questions? Pretty good?
No.
All right, all in favor? Aye. All right, motion passes. Okay. All right, go right on to item C, website updates.
So the only major updates to the website, on our landing page, we updated the front just to reflect what was included in the newsletter. And that was basically just highlights of construction. And I'm sure some of this might have already been well past. Yeah. So we can probably go ahead and update some of this too.
Yeah.
But that was our latest update.
Any other questions on there? No? All right, so let's go on to item D to discuss the FHS building communication strategy. So Iris, is you or?
Yeah, I think a couple of things that we want to discuss. One is looking forward towards the ribbon cutting that is going to be rapidly approaching. I think Ira will help guide that discussion about what we need to do, how we should start getting things moving and organized. And then the second thing I just want to talk about under this is, you know, some communications about the activities that are going to go on this summer. I think that's a good time to send some neighborhood communication because this summer is going to be crazy. And the site is not going to really be able to be, people aren't gonna be able to come on site. So I think communications, like we need to brainstorm about how we want to get that out, what's appropriate to get out. I mean, I think Russ, like parking and traffic and all of that is gonna be like a school-based communication for the start of the new year. So that's like a whole nother animal. But just for the general public in the neighborhood, like the path is gonna be closed. You can't come on site because it's gonna be crazy.
And walking the track and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Will the building be open here at high school to use?
No.
No. Everything's shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're gonna start demoing.
Oh, demoing the same time? That's when you're in the scheduling.
Yeah.
So will the demo be done when the school opens?
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
So, and it's gonna be like an ongoing progression between, you know, we're demoing once, we're doing moving stuff out to get into the new building, demoing this section, and they're gonna start to do some of the parking lots. So we have more parking when schools, it's gonna be, there's a lot of activity up there.
Coordination schedule.
Yeah.
You're saying the communication we need to put out is that this place would not be accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Is gonna be more community-wide communication or specific audience communication? Or both?
Community, right?
I think there's gonna be like a macro community message that could be, and even in the town newsletter, I don't know if it needs to be a separate newsletter.
Campus is gonna be off.
Campus is offline, and then like a macro, I think would be like, or a micro would be like the neighborhood directly, because a lot of people walk on the site, and then the track, and then school-based communication about traffic flow and parking, but I don't think that's something we do, I think that's,
Yeah.
you know, the school.
I do think we would need to put something on the website under facility use to say that, just like either a pop-up or something overarching, there is no facility or grounds use. Usually people go to that place and are just always using the facility, whether it's the grounds or the school in the summer, and it's like important maybe to reach out to some individuals who will always, we know Park and Rec already knows.
Yeah,
But others, there's other groups that
We
go
also-
in.
When the site shutting down,
The day after school.
Yeah, put some signage by the track,
June.
June says unavailable.
Well,
Yeah,
June 12th,
sign, yeah.
Like the road signs,
Can I give a
like the
suggestion?
prep bus that
Yes.
was gonna be shut
send an
down.
oversized postcard,
Right.
so make sure every household gets it.
Yeah.
And then you can post it on the website, post it a town newsletter. So this is the case, you don't want to send a newsletter out, you don't have to, but a little oversized postcard. On this date, it's cheap to do, and just get it out, so anyone could say, I don't go to the website, I don't read the town. This is the case, everyone reads a postcard. And we can just give a quick date, just follow us, so then you can send people a website and look at the town news, website, but then you can list where to get more information. But you need kind of a billboard. And the best billboard is just a postcard. It's inexpensive, it covers everybody. You won't have them saying, I didn't know about it, I drove up there.
Do it
and
every
I was
way.
told, And so you're not gonna run into, crazy calls and. I didn't know you did that.
Billboard, right?
Yeah, the Bible, yeah.
Could you be running that? Yeah.
And you might want to do it, if this is the case, you might want to display ad in the local or weekly newspapers. Beginning on June 12th, the high school building, the whole site will be shut down. And get it out, do it several times. So you get an article out and it'll reinforce the postcard. So this way it covers, So the only thing they can really drive into is the library, right?
and the town hall.
In the town hall. So now we can say, so come to town hall, so come to the library, but here beyond this, we have a kind of a quick map.
Just say
Anything
school
beyond here.
campus,
Hmm?
school, identify it as the school campus.
Yeah. So those would just be my suggestions, and that should make sense to you guys. It's inexpensive, get it out, get it printed.
I assume the Parks and Recs and all the others know that.
Oh, yeah, no, yes, they've made other arrangements for things that typically would be held here in the summer, there are other.
Are there events that go on in the summer? Traditionally, if the high school was open, that are gonna move to other schools or other sites?
Yeah, we have like sports camps, stuff like that, those are.
Alright, so
being
that can be-
offset. That's already done.
Yeah,
that
you
can
don't
be
have to
said-
announce that though,
Yeah,
because
so that
parents who sign up.
No,
We're
we're
Okay, so you can put in a note here, you're planning on event, I mean, look here, just in case you didn't do it. It's just information stuff. And we could put a little box in there, be prepared for opening, if we have a date.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like, if we're sending out a postcard, I would put a save the date or thing or
Yeah,
there.
save the
because
date
we're
in there
using
too.
it. Use it for.
Start at school.
Yeah.
And let's
Just
get-
start at school.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
And just leave just a little leeway, right?
Any time between.
Yeah, exactly.
Tentative days.
Yeah.
But do you have a date officially yet when we want to do celebration? I know school's opening.
Yeah, I know we had talked about in our preliminary discussions about giving the school and the faculty and the students and the teachers time to adjust to the new building. So we were thinking, I believe October for like the open house and ribbon cutting.
It's a nice time of year as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice day.
That makes sense for you guys, you think, like what, like mid-ish October, like, what else is going on, like, I don't even know.
You have that group going in.
Yeah, we're like, it's a big deal, we have something. Because, it's like a national, like, for us, a national recognition where they're gonna have their conference national.
Oh,
Oh,
that's awesome.
very nice.
It's mid-October.
It's mid-October.
That's mid-October, yeah, so.
Yeah, we haven't really
For that.
Early on anyone yet, but it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Would you prefer us to do it before? If you guys let us know, like, what's
Yeah.
gonna work the best for you guys?
What date is that? I have to.
October 15th weekend, that weekend,
Mhm.
I believe that's the weekend.
Yeah, I would say if we did it earlier,
Is that a weekday event, Kathy?
it's a Tuesday, right? Isn't that when we're doing it on Tuesday? I can't remember. That's like on my
Yeah,
calendar.
the 15th is the Tuesday.
15th is Tuesday,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
That's when your event is.
Indigenous Peoples' Day is the 14th.
That's what that's called. So called.
Yeah,
What's-
and they
what-
selected Farmington because of the work that we've done, in teaching and learning, so.
That's
It's-
great.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great, and they're gonna attend our, we're gonna have a teacher, every year, or every other year, we do a conference that's put on by our teachers, basically, so they're gonna participate in that, but they're gonna have their conference here. Yeah.
Kathy, what's this group, what's this event
It's a
called?
deeper learning district, it's in, Canada and the US.
What's the acronym on that?
The DLD. District, the deeper learning districts, it used to be called the Deeper Learning Dozen. So it's a very elite, like, number of districts in, Canada and the United States that have focused in on, very student-centered, deeper learning where, students engage in the type of learning that is about critical thinking and students solving, significant, problems that are based
In the
in,
newsletter.
right, that is like real world, and they connect to it, and they have voice and agency in it. So, there's not many districts who've done that work, and we just were asked to join it. We joined it, and they've highlighted us as like really far ahead. So that's why they want to come here, because they've never seen a K-12 school district do what we do. They sometimes see one school do it, but never K-12.
Right.
And they've come and visited, so it's not like they're just taking our word for it. So they've come and they visited, our
How many
school
people?
district. It's, I don't know, how the convening, that they're talking about.
Like a group from each district, third district.
Yeah, like 13, we're the deeper learning dozen, but they've extended it beyond a dozen. We were like the baker's dozen, we were the 13. So we were like a dozen, how are they gonna keep this name? But so they shifted the name to deeper learning district instead of deeper learning dozen.
Huh. Well, the conversation, something.
Oh, it's going, yeah.
Get that in. So it's just an in-house thing at the high school for just this group?
It's district wide. We have this professional development day that they've like tailored their convening to our dates.
Oh,
So they're
school
gonna be
closed
with us the whole day on that Tuesday for our PLX. We call it Professional Learning Exchange, PLX. And our teachers will put that whole conference, they will be presenting and doing sessions. And so the participants from all over the US and Canada will come to those sessions. And then we'll continue the conference beyond just that one day with the district. But we felt also what a great opportunity for them to see that our building was designed with this type of teaching and
So you
learning
give
in
them
mind.
tuition
So
stuff.
it's, kind of an exciting,
Yeah, so not great. Good for you guys.
yeah.
Finally get to show up your facility.
I hear you saying
The
that.
facility that ties together, do this to reflect.
And even for all of our teachers to do the PLX at the new high school, they've always done it here.
Yeah.
In this high school, but to go there and, that's also exciting that we get to all our teachers come.
Yeah.
To the building all at once. That's
So
awesome.
it would be tough then, like 10 days later or 2 weeks after we have the ceremony?
I think we could either do it before or after, just not that soon.
Right,
Yeah, I think we're all gonna be.
Would it be easier for you before or after?
I think maybe it's a Russ question.
I mean, you get into late October and weather and stuff like that. I think if you go after, so maybe like that, the weekend before or the first weekend in October, or I don't want to push too late.
The weekend before you wanna
So
avoid
do
that.
it early in October, the open house.
Yeah.
It'll be a little warmer, so, because we got it set up for tours and all that other stuff.
Like the 5th or 6th, because if you do the 12th or 13th, a lot of families knowing that they have Monday and Tuesday off, they plan a vacation.
Yeah,
You're right.
You're gonna lose a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
you're gonna lose families
You
that
couldn't do it that.
can't do it that way.
well,
That's
so,
a good question.
so that's the question. Do we want to do a 1-day thing or a weekday, weekend, you know, because is it gonna be during the day? Is it gonna be after? Is it gonna be like, I don't know, typically,
fit in?
Well,
typically what does it look like?
Well, and this is like a special case, is that you want the community to show up. Saturday might be for the community, then during the week, you have the actual, because you want the kids and the educators, everyone who's actually using the building. So you have two parts to it, because you can't do both at the same time. You can't have the school operating and have tours.
Yeah.
No.
And so when we did this, I can't remember, several districts, we did it, so we split it. So Saturday is like the open house for the community. So in other words, you're still inviting them to the ribbon cutting, but now you can come this day. And maybe, you know, if the unions allow you to get volunteer teachers, you know, in their classroom and talk about what's going on in there and stuff like that. I know it's always harder on a Saturday to get, you know, the educators in, but we've seen it happen. And the community loves it, because then the teacher has engagement with community members who maybe have kids or don't have kids in anymore. I mean, you could do it during the week or later, really late in the day. But, you know, during the week, people are just action packed, and you have to we find Saturday morning from like 9 to 12, it's open to the community, and then you can have the tours. So that would be, you know, maybe 1 week back or a few days later. Or let's say you have your open house Wednesday, and then on that Saturday, you make it as close as you can to the tour for the community. Is that happy, or do you see it just as one big celebration without hoping the families and the kids and educators all?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Saturday just because it gives everyone an opportunity to attend if they want to attend, and you know, maybe we couple it with something else. I don't know.
Don't you normally do an
thought
open
about
house,
like the-
yearly open house with the?
That's a good point, because it's after our open house for September,
Yeah.
for families.
Which I think is okay,
I think
because,
that's okay, because this gives the community,
yes,
you know,
Yeah, sure.
and K-8 parents
yeah.
an opportunity to come see it, you know, your open house,
Yeah,
you know,
for
for
the-
FHS families.
So my point on that is you have just the Saturday ribbon cutting, your official town, they're gonna be here. And they've seen the building, their parents have hopefully come to the open house.
Yeah.
So I would recommend you have that one Saturday event instead of trying to do two.
Yeah.
ribbon
That's
cuttings.
logistically,
It is.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes more sense, so, but, because cutting a ribbon, you want people who are gonna be using the building.
Yeah.
There's a thing there, you can do a second one like that.
We typically do a full school event in the first week of school, so we could do a fun, bring
Yeah,
out the big scissors ribbon thing at our like opening week thing to make just for the
For
school.
the school, yeah, I like that.
And we can still get mileage, like, yeah.
Yeah, so you do actually school open, and then say the community open house on a Saturday for another time.
Yeah.
I would not do
Well,
it.
I think that.
So one's open house, one's a ribbon
That's
cutting.
kind of tied
So
to
the ribbon
this
cutting
year's
should be
senior
actually
class, so we're really doing the planning.
So we think-
Okay.
oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be with the community, the ribbon cutting, it could be when they actually open school, right?
I mean, it's
That's
kind of
a
a picture.
good idea, having the ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Start of school.
I think community
And
invites.
then you have your open house, which are the festivities.
Yeah,
Okay.
so ribbon cutting,
They've opened.
It's an actual.
It's not the first day of school.
physical, cut the ribbon,
You do have
On the first day of school?
First day of school.
Yeah.
Because it is the first day,
You're
like,
like, oh my god.
Maybe the big scissors, so
Yeah.
We have big
No, we
old
look at-
scissors.
Yeah.
We do.
All year round now, I get
First day
all
of
year
school.
round.
O&G will provide the big old scissors.
which is
Yeah,
August.
What?
What's the first day of school?
Yeah, when is the first day of school?
Council.
Got that date down?
Yes.
And then,
September 7th?
August 27th.
and what I kind of like about that is like welcoming the students,
Yes.
like all of us being there welcoming the students. And then having the ribbon cutting, you know, that's really nice. I like that. The other day, we had a fundraiser where all our mascots were there. I thought that would be great
There was,
for,
I love that.
you know, when we do the Saturday, have all our mascots there, so kids could take pictures with all of the mascots. It's the K-12 mascots
Oh.
together,
yeah.
not just ribbon.
That's
you know.
so cute.
Oh, yeah, that's
They-
fine.
It's the cutest.
They'll
picture
remember
ever.
the
Yeah,
older
yeah.
ones. I think
It's
that's
really cute.
All right, so,
So that means
Let's just
September, then
summarize,
it's
yes.
general open
Yeah.
house. If you're doing the
27th.
ribbon cutting, then it's gonna be in September, instead of waiting all the way to October to do the Saturday. Yeah.
I think we didn't wanna overwhelm the school within the first month of
September is
kinda like
you're get used to the bill, you
Figure it
know,
out.
I think it's fine.
Sensitive.
I think it's
So
fine.
early October then?
Yeah, I think October 5th.
Would be
Okay,
actual
okay,
ribbon
October.
cutting.
Yeah.
It's like September, third week of September,
Correct,
right?
and then we do 10-5
Yeah.
for the
10-5.
open house.
Yeah.
And then we know we're following up with
Community open house.
the community open house at
Community.
10-5, but then obviously we have all FHS parents in addition later in the month. It sounds like
Well, if the
there's two
parent-
ways.
So if the parents are coming for the parent open house, high school and parent open house. I think what's gonna happen is those parents are gonna like, I already went in the building, I don't need to go to the community one, and then you have less people going to the community one. Because we have
Curious residents.
It might be younger families.
Right.
Right,
Let's go in there.
it's not like the high
The
school.
FHS open.
Let's see what the high school
usually the
is.
third week of
So-
September.
Oh, there we go.
So
And since-
it's not like a calendar, but.
Since we're not ribbon cutting on the 5th, could we do the time capsule on the 5th?
Yeah.
And like the, community,
Community.
like, you know, we'll do kind of something with the band, you know, whatever it might be. I know it's.
Absolutely, I mean, it's we're really using the senior class to do
Yeah.
it now, we were gonna do that end of this school year with
Yeah.
the seniors, that was kind of, I mean, we obviously do it together.
I'm saying more like putting it in the,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, you guys will
Yeah, when
have
does
the
that
time
happen?
capsule ready, but to
Yeah.
place it,
But then the seniors will be gone.
yeah, they'll be gone, and it's in like it's in a nook in the auditorium.
It is weird.
And so it's kind of like, I don't know that would be like
How many capsules can we
a
put in
thing to
there?
watch.
Just
I was like, how many something, because like right now, we're trying to figure, figure out if there's any time capsule here, you know.
we'll find it.
We're not.
So why don't we
It could be
become like that, we
concrete.
have a time capsule in the new.
Well,
Constantly, she just goes right through it.
Yeah, maybe 1920.
Who's around, who lives in nineteen?
We're asking people, like, do you think there's any, I mean, it would be where the flagpole is, that would be the only place I could think that that's where it would be, that's where
Talked to Kurt today, he did not have.
he didn't have it.
anything on it.
Well, they did some interior, because the band room used to be the auditorium. It could be something
A lot of
less,
schools.
Well,
don't
we're
sign
keeping
it.
the band room. Yeah, I think it's more.
right, but,
Yeah, back then.
but that'll be gutted out, so whatever's in there. But there could be something outside.
Usually around the block.
Usually, you can't,
They're outdoors.
I had one in my school, and there was some equipment that we were able to like figure out where it was without digging.
Yeah, it's right,
Is it inside or
it's ground penetrating radar.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
Is it inside or outside?
it was outside, but it's typically always the flagpole,
There's a
Yes.
bunch
like
of
the
stuff
plate,
there.
right now.
I did in my
In the
elementary.
past, I'm not saying,
that makes sense.
I think it gets.
I prefer to put them inside, because if you don't have the right container,
I think that's what we
Stuff gets
learned over
destroyed.
time, and ends up.
moisture gets in there. and-
Schools don't track, usually don't.
And then.
They have it, it would come from someone who said, yeah.
We think that FHS.
I went my first year at the new elementary school, and we did a time capsule. And I notified the principal, I said, you know, your time capsule, Wi-Fi flag was, wow. And I said, here it is. Because I was part of the ceremony.
Yeah,
They didn't-
I like that. I think it feels good.
Maybe tell the historical society, just put it in your records. Please.
You know, please.
Is there anything you see about?
Well, there's gonna be a door and a plaque.
But then we have to decide what do you want to put in this, how big are we talking about?
So we already are working on that, our senior class is doing that and putting that together, so they've been working on that for months. Our student council, they are obsessed with that. They've met over break,
But,
they very much into it.
yeah, they're seniors, so they could be like going to school in California, or
What's that?
if they're seniors, they could be students like abroad,
Yeah,
like if you were to do it, to place it next year.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna be,
yeah, there won't be.
they won't.
Is it all gonna be like contemporary items or is some historical? We don't know yet.
It's mostly, I mean, contemporary to this times, right, so that when somebody opens it,
Right.
it really tells the story.
You
of
did a
the
survey,
time. Yeah, did a
Yeah, that's
survey, they're collecting items, they're.
Getting ideas.
Yeah.
So that's a great project, so I'll be there.
I have a meeting next week actually with Europe, Cash and.
Be great to,
Yeah.
when you're ready to share that, that's a PR, but not the.
Yeah.
Well, we could place it
and the
A
process.
project,
with a
like
very
interview the
limited,
kids, yeah,
And it's like
Yeah.
school based, so.
yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I want
like
that.
the senior placed it or made it, and then
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be.
the directors with, the construction team actually place it in
Yeah.
with a video,
Yeah.
So you have it right.
because technically we're still under construction, so you don't wanna have, a big group of people up there.
You're
And
right.
it's actually not it's in a corridor.
It's in a weird spot to get to, right, so you're not gonna be big. Exactly.
Yeah,
Perfect spot.
but it's on the second floor, it's in a hallway.
You could look over, like, we're putting it in. You know what I mean, and everyone's in the cafeteria, you know, I mean, there is a,
And we could make a
We could
nice
figure
video,
yeah.
again, whoever you pick to actually place it,
Yeah.
maybe the class president.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Can I suggest, it sounds like seems like a lot of pieces here, kind of, and make a punch list, who's doing what, because there's a lot of PR opportunities here for each one of these things, kind of coalesce and bring it together. And then, getting who wants to come where. And then that becomes, because we're gonna create a communication piece, knowing school's opening, so we're gonna be creating either a souvenir piece or at least a lot bigger newsletter that breaks this all down, so people get a read of it, and then decide how much media coverage, what we're gonna put on the website. It sounds like there's a lot of opportunity here, because these are just one-offs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, this is never gonna happen again for
Timeline.
100 years, who knows? 2001, 28.
Yeah.
We'll see you then, that's when you can open the time capsule. So it's, I think creating that punch list and what's gonna happen. And also staying on top, because time capsules are always natural news stories. And having these put together, how they came together, will lead up the interest, and then when you put it away, then it creates a follow-up, so, it just generates more interest.
Are we good on dates? Are we ready? Can we
I
commit?
wanted to throw something out there about the October 5th. We're talking about it might be younger families because the high school parents have been Saturday mornings. Or like,
Busy.
Well, so Meg and I were just kind of
Yeah.
talking, potentially, Saturday's the open house, but we could have times where you can sign up for the, just so it's not like,
a standalone.
yeah, so,
Core common.
yeah, so like,
That goes into the, later into the day.
yeah, so
I think it's gonna have to be all day.
I think we can organize it in a way
Yeah.
where, cause you want people to have the true experience, we don't want people wandering around the building and not knowing why we set it up this way or that, so like, we could have a sign up, you sign up for the noon tour,
Yeah.
come at noon, and we have obviously like a.
That makes.
Sort of what
Yeah,
you guys
so that it's
did, like,
organized.
when you have the tours in here, you have like students.
Yeah.
I know, I talked to Kim.
Yeah, do like on the hour, we start off in the auditorium, you sign up, start off in the auditorium, we do kind of a
Video.
presentation. And then you have a couple student groups or something like that, they take them,
Right, that's
we map out exactly the different places that they should take them to see and get some talking points about that, and then they bring them out and then next week.
The next week, and then it's organized, we're not running 50 people in one tour and 2 people in another, you know, like, so we can kind of manage, and it works for people's schedules.
So the kids are gonna act like docents, basically, is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
And then
Or they would
done
just
it.
then-
I would have people,
I sign up, so that way people plan
yes,
their schedules.
Yeah.
to be there
Online
at
sign up.
Yeah, online sign up.
11 to 12, yeah. Perfect.
So it's like, yeah, if it's at 9 o'clock, you're gonna get some families and then other people will get, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just me.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, right.
And I'm sure you'll be able
You can break it down,
to use it as that.
We might have to run it later, you know, like 9 to 2, 9 to, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Especially if
I
you
think
go
based on whatever we can, I mean,
Well, it's like that, it's win-win.
this
You
is,
get credit.
this is the
for
one,
that.
this is the one that our lifetime event for us
Yeah.
and the community, so I think we give them as much time as.
I was thinking also, it's
Depending on the demand.
part of a student project on this. Yeah. And since the students are doing all this stuff, it might be good, because how many alumni have come through here? And just record their reminiscence. And music can be for, are they part of that where they can sit up and sing?
They could go into.
It's our whole side of the table.
There's
All
alumni
alumni.
right there.
You know,
Do
so
a
I mean,
little
no,
video.
I mean, if the oldest alumni, whoever, people went through the schools or alumni here, where, because you want them to participate too somehow, and say we're just doing a short little quick oral history, what was it like? Very, very short interviews, 1-minute interviews.
What are their hopes for the new?
Yeah, and you take a picture of them, and it's just, you're engaging multi-generationals. And this stuff, it's something you just might want to include in, it's part of this, so I thought, that either have the kids, we can train them to do that, or a quick interview here, or here's this, you know, little chip sheet, these are 4 questions, have them answer it. But it, you know, taken from it, some kids say it's so savvy.
Oh, yeah. Is there already a group of students that?
Is there a group that's part of this, is doing the, the time capsule, would like to do something like that?
Well, they're all seniors, they're gonna be gone next year, so they would.
No, I'm talking this, we're gonna do this year.
Um,
No, in other words, on that open community day, we're gonna encourage former alumni to come here.
but that's next year,
That's,
next October, so
Yeah.
they'll be gone. So we'll see
So
that.
you're fine with that,
But it,
Didn't you
That's
remember
not-
that
I
the box
would
is
think
supposed to
more
English
that-
it?
If you're on a tour,
Yeah,
like after your tour, you can go.
Oh, that's right.
And maybe a lab and
I
give a
keep thinking
message,
it's, what's new
a short
seniors?
message.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of juniors. Is there a club or two that wants to, you know?
Yeah, sure. There are
And
people
whoever
that
wants
love
to
to
do does it.
We can walk them through how to do that.
But at least then they get to see it.
You know, what-
I have a ninth grader coming in.
Yeah, well, interview you.
Well, I can have her help set up like a video with green screen in the background.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like.
put it in the Edge Lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would
Stop.
yeah, that's.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
have them go to if they wanna
Stop
make, do a
in.
message, they go to the Edge Media Lab and they
Oh,
can
yeah.
do, a minute message.
That's great.
Minute message,
We'll have a
and,
timer.
if you're a graduate of Farmington, give your year, you know what I mean, that Farmington High, and then that's like an activity you can, do.
One of the stops along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like
That's a
that.
good idea. And then I think that too, I can put on social media, there's a group called, you know, you're from Farmington,
Yeah.
That's one, I can definitely do my class, and I talk to
Then
them.
you could actually.
Do the reunions all happen at the same time of year? Does it depend on the class? I know you just.
I'm still trying to
Yeah,
get
something,
our
right.
class to,
That's a
to do
lot. Let me tell you,
class of 1994 hasn't decided.
52 out of 220 to attend our night. We think it's probably one of the biggest turnouts.
52 out of
252 alumni of the 25th high school reunion and March 2nd. How many did the tour?
I saw the picture.
Tour.
They were about 6, 7.
6 or 7 did that, but that was after school, so that was hard after work.
Right.
And then the Saturday morning tour, what we had like 15,
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, that's it.
That's great. So that turnout was a little bit lower. Which is fine, but the night turnout was better, 52. But that, I'll tell you, that was a lot of work, a lot of reach out to get, like, I had to reconnect with everyone in my class. And it didn't fall on me a lot because people are busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I can find the avenue to try to promote. We set that activity up.
Yeah, it'd be a cool activity, yeah.
Are there any items of past alumni groups, for everybody, that donated something to the current high school that should be saved? Are there things?
I know.
I mean, what other than a flagpole? Is there anything?
It's the microphone. It's, I didn't know if we're keeping it or not, but the microphone, there's some like fancy microphone in the Edge Lab.
Yeah,
That was done through an alumni, as alumni, yeah. I have no idea if that's been kept or not, but I do know, because it went through the school foundation.
I can make sure that.
That's how, that's the reason why I know.
Anything?
So
We've
when
been
that,
talking about that at
Yeah.
OAC a little bit.
Yeah, it's what kind of past alumni engagement did any of them donate or
Memorial.
give?
yeah, we have a
plaques.
couple memorial benches and plaques, stuff like that. We're documenting those right now. We have a couple, we have a memorial, we have some benches that were donated by like a graduating class.
Are they gonna move over to the high school?
Those benches would move over to the high school. We also have, some other, like some things that were more memorialized for students passing away. We're reaching out to those families and we're working with them on those things.
Yeah, so it's on our radar to make sure that we're.
Yeah, I'm just going through my punch list. I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys thought about.
Can we get, grab a brick from the senior patio? Keep.
we can sell them. Oh, yeah, we can sell those. Okay. No hazard.
Where's the here, those, I put them in the.
I know, exactly.
1928 walkway.
Did you order?
I did order, correct, yeah. I heard the 19.
Oh, that's so nice.
Speaking of which, there's nothing like that for the Farmington High School.
No, but
Yeah, maybe
add
add
maybe we add
some area, change the surface.
Okay, all right, so I think it sounds like based on all of this, accommodating it for a longer day. So 8:27, we'll plan for the official ribbon cut, like physical ribbon cutting, and then open house on 10:05.
Is that going to be, well, I know it's for the students and stuff, but is that gonna be open to just the students in school?
With that.
With the.
Ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting,
Like
like,
it's stay at school.
Yeah, I would say that would be like,
Who would
Town
actually,
Council, Board of Ed building.
who would cut the ribbon?
I might have to ask for it.
yeah, it's
That's
gonna
fine.
be getting everyone gym, like purple or something, like that, or do it outside or.
Usually, yeah.
You want to do it outside the entrance? Who do you see cutting the
We
ribbon?
wouldn't have the students there, but I'm trying to like 7:30, I'm trying to like, well, we have to think about coordination.
Busy day, all
I think it's very, I know.
That's true, then I wanted to after.
First day with our new traffic pattern.
Yeah, exactly, let you guys get in and out.
We do it the second.
Not exactly a soft.
Not yet.
We saw cars lined up at night, actually, so. We'll see.
Or could you do it around noon?
Lunchtime.
Yeah, you don't have to do it in the morning.
You don't have to
Just
do
do it around noon.
Yeah.
The very
Scratch it
first.
down right before anybody really.
That actually might work out better, because then the kids could be in their homerooms or whatever,
Yeah.
their hog's nest, and then the hog's nest teachers
Think
can
about
take.
that, talk to
Yeah.
the kids for us.
Yeah.
And as we're organizing
Yes,
structure.
no, I think, I'm sure we can figure out.
Yeah, where we're gonna.
Yeah, wherever we do it, wherever everybody, is it, there's 1,200. All the whole school, about there's 1,200.
Isn't our auditorium big enough?
There are gym is,
Wait a minute.
Your gym could fit everybody, but not the auditorium.
Right.
Could you, I mean, where we could get everything would be that main cafeteria, but again, that's a lot.
Organized.
There's a lot of people, kids.
I mean, you could always live stream it into class, you could live stream it into
Or
classrooms.
just do a pep rally format, open ribbon.
it was inside, you do it in the gyms.
You could do it in the gym.
The ribbon is
Really, true, that is true.
We might have to do a rocket
Really
or some
big
other kind of
Yeah.
fun thing just to
Yeah.
commemorate. It's not like a business where you're walking through.
It could be.
Well, I've already walked.
Picture.
Right.
Outside.
So kind of
Yeah, picture
anticlimactic, but
outside.
maybe there's a lot of kind of.
Yeah, something.
See what other.
Or maybe do a separate, just you
Yeah.
cutting the ribbon before school starts.
Greeting everybody, yeah.
Right,
I
and
think it might be
videotaping that,
Separate thing. Yeah.
and
I
then
think
maybe
we make that.
using that video for
They
it.
have their thing, and then it's, the officials have the.
But at least have, I think it's important that we still have you cutting the ribbon. Like we're documenting.
Maybe we
that
do
part.
2 weeks, one for like this. Starting with that.
I think you can keep it simple in that. You can have just very brief upfronts before you open the building. Who you, I mean, the thought I would have on this is that there are 4 grade levels. And what you do is each kid puts their name in, and you select the kid from each grade level. And they cut the ribbon, and then you can have some sort of event in the gym or auditorium, whatever. To do, keep it very, very simple. And then you can do the talk and all that other stuff in there. So you just, because that's a great visual. You know, you can't artificially do a ribbon cutting inside when you're already, you know, ribbon cutting is usually going into something. Once you're inside, you ain't gonna cut a ribbon. I guess you can symbolically do it, but
Yeah, that's why.
I was thinking, who do you cut, you know, I thought about it, and you guys said, you want the students to cut the ribbon. They get one for each grade level, have them submit their names in, so it's not prejudicial. And, you know, get someone to pick it out, that's your job, Kathy. Pick the 4 kids, and so any blame comes, you can take it.
You could,
To do
the
it,
big scissors, you could get more hands on that.
that's right, they're
Scissors
picking up.
and cut it once.
I'm probably now channeling Russ, but you know, the first day of school, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy, and
It doesn't
I
have to be.
like the idea of students coming in, going into their clock's nest or whatever it might be, or their first period, whatever it is, because the more normal the day, the better for kids on the first day. And then they can watch it via live stream. And we could have, you know, certain students out there, but I do like the idea of the building committee, town council, being there.
Yep.
And, you know, we can have, I don't know, are presidents of the class picked by then?
Yes,
Or- yeah.
yeah, so they will, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so then the presidents of the class all like do
Yeah.
that, and, you know,
do that.
yeah, and that
They
way,
do it now and they'll do it
Yeah,
in spring.
and we'll have music, because I loved our music.
Yeah.
For
At
the,
the topping off.
yeah,
That was
I loved it.
The
So we'll
light-
have some
that was
music.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was so good.
I think-
Not what we have.
I have videos.
I love it
First
so
day of
much.
school, first week, actually.
Kathy, how about a little blank, do we get a button, or is it open something, souvenirs?
It would be nice to, I think we do t-shirts, right, Russ, anyway?
Yeah, we do it.
So we'll do a t-shirt for every student. We always do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Do
new
that.
school, it's a keepsake.
Yeah.
And every board member and council member.
We'll get t-shirts there.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's nice,
I like
having a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's sort of satisfied for a little belt.
I know, but they do it anyway, so we can incorporate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we do it anyway.
Let's just be.
Russ will be the other Russ over here, will be the master of ceremonies.
I'm, again, this year.
Walking in, see what happens.
We assigned you a lot of stuff.
I got the speech written already.
Everything's supposed to be actually, but Russ A after.
The quickest speech sheet. I think you'd see a lot of shocked faces. Do I have to submit my speech for approval?
100%. I'm gonna look at every letter, every word, every line.
All right, sounds like, well, either way, I think the most important date from a communications plan perspective is that 10/5 for us.
Yeah.
So, Russ, right now, we're thinking first day, but for
Yeah,
some
right.
reason, if you guys reevaluate, you think there's another approach, we'll follow your.
Yeah.
On that, whatever's the better approach for that from the school perspective.
Yeah.
We'll support that.
We'll start working on that stuff now.
Okay. All right, but I think as a, you know, for us, for the community-based one, 10/5 is the big one.
But you assume the kids are all gonna be excited anyway. And the teachers.
Oh, definitely.
When will the teachers?
So we can back it all
Couple
up.
weeks before.
Like we did last
no,
time.
yeah.
With the checklist?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Okay.
And when we get, how do we do
That was
communication
work.
now?
Yeah.
But the whole point of this was
They're
for the neighborhood
here actually
community.
4 days because we're
Just
starting
really
school a
dig
day
much
later
into
and
it.
we could to give them an extra day, so they'll be here
Or not
Wednesday.
Postcard.
Postcard.
On
till
closing.
Monday that we start.
Yes.
Are we, have it on the agenda?
I think they've all done tours. Everyone. Yeah,
Usually we do.
they've been fabulous, but that was every week doing, you know, letting people come in and take a look.
So after, when you go overseas, they have a little class.
Yeah, okay, all right, so I think that was good, our whole what it was leading us to is being able to identify a date to put on that postcard communication.
Yeah.
That's gonna go out, that's where we started.
That's where we started, right.
With all of that, so that was a lot of ground to cover there, but, so we are looking at that, so we just have to figure out from a timing perspective when communication would go out for that, because as of 6/12, right, is when the campus technically will be closed from the community at that point.
What do you do, we have on the 27th? Parents are gonna wanna see this too, and the kids going into the building. It is one of the things, you know, some of them, they're excited, and they pick, but it's the parents who are gonna.
Well, they're gonna have
They just
the,
wanna see it.
right, but
Just
they're
see
gonna
it.
have curriculum night or parents or open house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In September to meet their teachers, and so they'll,
Yeah, but this is.
That will probably be happening.
well, you think they're just gonna drop off and?
I-
For now.
That's gonna be happening.
If it's on the first
Yeah,
day,
exactly.
yeah,
The most.
It is.
Yeah.
High school
Participating ones.
Right.
Kids
Kids don't, they're not gonna want anywhere near that, or they're
Yeah, I
like,
forgot.
their location, not.
I forgot that one, thank you,
I
Kathy.
like it.
Leave me alone.
Okay, all right, so I think we got some other stuff that we can cover, but I think we've got a good strategy, right? That work for everybody? Okay, all right, so why don't we go ahead and give this stuff a couple minutes in between, so can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion. A second.
Discussion? All in favor?
All right.
All right, and we'll adjourn at 4:57.